welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on a Sunday afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your New York Mets.
Ready for baseball here in New York. And today's starter, Kodai Senga.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
First pitch, 106.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a nod. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Mookie to hit. Late on that fastball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Betts goes 5 feet 9 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Nobody out, runner at first. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taylor under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting third.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Mookie Betts.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Shohei on the go. This one in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the pitch. Inside. And now 2-0. Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here, the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ohtani on second. Freeman at first. One gone. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count's even at 2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runners at first and second with one gone. That's to third. Fair ball. Here's Ohtani flying around third, and he can't come up with it.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
So two in scoring position with one out. Here comes Max Muncy. Top of the zone for a called strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Two on, one out. Strike two.
0-2 is the count.
That one way inside.
If you can go upstairs a little bit, make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the left fielder, Andy Pajas.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that one fouled off. Two on, two outs. Slides for the stop. The throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here in Queens, and on the hill in this one, Landon Knack. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than two outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a foul out of play. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one missing low. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
3-2.
High fly ball out to left field. Pajas. And there's one down. Here's the Mets lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Starling Marte in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. One out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. Still behind by a count of 1-0. second inning
Leading
set
off
to
for
go.
Los Angeles,
And at
the
the plate
catcher,
for the Dodgers, Dalton rushing. Senga back to work. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Falling behind 2-1. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
And down on strikes, and there's one down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. There's a strike. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Miguel Rojas at the plate. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Just missed. 2 out, space is empty. He swings and fouls one off. And that one is lifted in the air. Young under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate, Pete Alonso. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Next pitch is outside. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Jeff McNeil stands in. High chopper to third, but it kicks foul. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Torrens. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hernandez makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing across here this half. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
Now one missed. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Betts in the box now. No balls and a strike. The shortstop takes a ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And there's a ball.
First pitch from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One out, base is empty. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Hernandez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. And it's 2-0 Dodgers. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jared Young. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Going 1.
0-1.
Swung on, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch. That's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. First hit just misses.
Bro, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out. The run in here in the last half of the third.
Ball that's outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That one blasted deep to right. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all. But with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fought off foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one almost got him.
The count is full.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Francisco Lindor. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Center field. Edman sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Max Muncy. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Grounded out his first time up. That's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 0-1. And a foul ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That just misses. Going to count 1-2. Upstairs. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton Rushing. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. Picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That misses the zone. 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 1 out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him this one.
Now batting, the second
Miguel
baseman,
Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And delivers outside. And that's in for a strike.
Oh, you just got to tip your cap on that take right there. I mean, that's not the location you're hoping for and looking to do damage in a 2-0 count.
And there's a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they strand a pair. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Mets 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Starling Marte up to hit. Marte in his 12th season, 36 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Slider right there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. And that's a little bit high.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's Juan Soto. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Soto, the runner at second with 1 away. That one found hard the other way. In the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Two outs, runner on first. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball that low.
In the dirt, but kept close. Oh, that one rides up and in. Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2-1. Ground ball, Alonso. He'll do it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Betts. He's already homered in this game. And that drops in for a strike. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And Mookie takes.
1-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Next offering is down low. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Dodgers. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains 2-2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Young. Nat back to work. And downstairs.
Well, these Mets being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Tyrone Taylor will hit next. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Slings it across, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
The third baseman, number 7, Brett Beatty.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Breaking ball misses outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Luis Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garcia, a left-hander, also throwing. Check swing, called strike. That one finds the zone. And it's 1-2. Runner at second here, one gone. Popped up. Freeman. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Edman in position. And that is the third out of the inning. Mets strand 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Reed Garrett.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Garrett.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Infield shifted to the pull side.
Hernandez.
Just missed.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Pitch misses. 2-0. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek preparing to come on if needed. Kranick warming up as well. Up and in, and it's 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
There's a strike, and the count is 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Slice to right, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. Gets the outside corner with that one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Late swing, fouled off. And ball one.
2 strikes.
Runner takes off. Pitches
No,
low.
that's down.
Throw to
No.
third. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Hernandez takes his lead at third with one away. That one misses. 3-2 now. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
coming up if he's walked.
Two down, nobody on. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Alex Vesia. He's been so good against lefties.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 51, Alex Vesia.
And now here's Jeff
Leading
McNeil.
up for the Mets, the left fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And that puts the tying run on base.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too
Louis.
good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the
Louis.
zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Ball one, no strikes.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the seventh. On the ground to the left. Off-balance feed, there's one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The right fielder, Jared Young.
And now the right fielder, Jared Young. He's already homered here in this one. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Late on that fastball.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Edman makes the grab, and that'll do it. We're at the top of the eighth, and here's Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman.
Well, he's
Freddie
always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that fourth time and do damage because he's that good.
Brazoban back to work. In the air to left center. McNeil has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A little bit high. 1-0. And that one upstairs.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
One down, base is empty. fouls one off. 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first, and Hernandez is out.
The third baseman, number 13,
Max Muncy at the dish.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Lindor makes the catch, and that is that. Dodgers down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters.
Number 43, Anthony Banda.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Mark Vientos.
And he would be the tying run move, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
No outs, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Gets the bunt down the right side to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade an out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get an out there.
And in this big spot,
now
here comes Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Gets him to chase after that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Just missed.
Ball 2.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
So the tying run at second. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Starling Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Helpful.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And they're all loaded up.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
So a change being made at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Luis Angel Acuna. Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's the second baseman, Starling Marte. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
They need a strikeout and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Ripped to first, caught to second with the throw in. No chance to get back. It's a double play.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Next pitch is outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And misses inside. Pete Alonso would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Brings it in, and that is the inning. Mets leave 1. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And there's a strike.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Mookie now. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Senga in his 3rd season, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Turns and fires the bats. Swings and misses, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
There's a strike to Mookie.
That's a good pitch there.
1 ball.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And an important bat for them, batting 5th in this one, Max Muncy.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, you know, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, you know, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Freddie Freeman stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Right side, Young has this one sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Landon Knack. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Starling Marte stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that is out of play. 1 out, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And it skips into dirt. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Juan Soto now. There's a strike. Outside, and now it's even 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Pete Alonso. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. Marte leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Let's go, Polar Bear.
Next pitch is outside. And that one fouled off. And the Polar Bear strikes out. Mets strand one. We played an inning. No score. Back here at Citi Field. New inning getting started. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Senga back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
There's a swing and a miss. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Max Muncy at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1's the count.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Second inning here, no score. That one off the mark, and a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Started after it, appeal to third, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Andy Pajes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. And it's fouled away. Bounce to the right. He takes it on his own, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Jeff McNeil stands in.
McNeil.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Pitch is in there. 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Pitch misses inside. Now 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially when 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So up next for New York, Luis Torrens. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. I really like that
the
swing,
right
man.
fielder.
He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Jared Young up now for the Mets. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Fouled off left side. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. Swing and a miss. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in Queens. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. First pitch doesn't find the zone. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1-1 now. And he takes a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Trying to bunt his way on. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Batting none. The second baseman.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Man at first with one gone. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. Here comes Edman around third. He scores, and they have the lead. 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball one there.
1-0.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and that one handled. Slings to first, and they get Ohtani for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike at 95. Next pitch is outside. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Two outs. That one fouled off. 2-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a ground ball. Boots it. Still fires to first. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor.
Taylor.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
There's the strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Ball to strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Edman makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
So up next, Brett Beatty.
Beatty.
That one fouled off. Next one is off the plate. 1-1. And that's too high. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Lindor in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Ball inside.
Swung out, belted deep. That one went back there. That one's going to land not so much here, but here. He nails one out to right. His 11th of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Starling Marte up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Up next for the Mets.
Man at first, Juan Soto, the next to hit. 0 for
Soto.
1. He struck out swinging last time.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
First
Ball
pitch
inside.
misses. Marte off of first with 2 away. On the ground and foul ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the
One ball,
changeup with
2
that
strikes.
arm action.
Look out!
First base.
And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up
Now
hitting
back,
him with a
first
pitch.
baseman, Pete
First and second,
Alonso.
2 outs. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Fouled off down the right side. On the ground to third. They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. But the Mets get even on this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. On to the fourth. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that's in for a strike. Hernandez
0-1's the
measures 6 feet even, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Just
That's
missed.
outside.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a good eye there. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Muncy to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one pulled foul. Hit in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Pajes in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. In the dirt, and that's ball 2.
That's ball 3. 3-0.
That's ball 4.
That's
Tried
ball
another
4.
fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Now the catcher up to hit. Dalton Rushing struck out swinging his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Gets under it and pops it up. Marte. He's got it. And that'll do it. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. And midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. And we're back. John
Leading
Sciambi and Chris Singleton with
the
you.
left fielder,
And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jeff McNeil. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The catcher, number 13,
Luis Torres up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. McNeil gets his lead at first with nobody out. Gets the call, and it's 0-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Next
One ball,
offering way off the
strikes.
plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped into center, base hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Back-to-back singles. He put a great
Now
swing on
back.
that ball. Took
Right
the barrel
field.
right to it.
Yeah.
Nice extension as well.
Yeah.
105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
First and second, no outs. Jared Young getting ready to hit. That
Ball
one
one.
misses. Ball 1. That's inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And another ball. Tyrone Taylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo.
Now
It's all
back.
about creating
Center fielder,
opportunities, and this is
Tyrone.
one of them right here.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. He's 0 for 1. First
That's a
offering,
ball.
and it just misses.
Well, this is a
1-0.
tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Inside,
inside,
just
ball 2.
missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fly ball down the line. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Relay home. He's in there. 3-run score, and they're up by 3.
Well, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Landon Knack done for the afternoon. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Number
Los
86
Angeles.
comes on now.
Number
He's having a
86.
ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so This seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And he swings over the top there.
0-1.
Runner at third here, nobody out. And strike two.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one's in there, and the count 1-1. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one almost hit him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That's to third, and that chance handled. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's Starling Marte. A walk, and he's also single.
Starling Marte.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Ball one.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting the designated hitter, Juan.
Here's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls.
Marte
2 strikes.
off of first with 2 away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two now.
Count full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really
Now
close
batting,
pitches.
the first
And
baseman,
somehow,
Pete.
Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
First and second, 2 outs. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. 2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt. Now a screamer into the outfield. Edman pulls that one down, and the inning is over. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We played 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Citi Field, Tommy Edman at the plate.
Number 25. Tommy.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And a strike in there.
That's a ball.
This one chopped up the middle. Throws to first in time, and they get Edman for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman,
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Doubled his first time. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Ball one, no strikes.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That's outside, and the count is 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Well struck left field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
This sport can be such a game of inches as we see it right there. Extended and just out of his reach. Had a bad read and a bad jump, and I think that's what cost him. It turned into extra bases.
So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fastball for a strike. Man at second. They say you win.
0-2 is the count.
That misses, and the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Righty delivers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's down and in. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's too low, and now it's 3-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strike of the ball game.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was special.
And so was 2024 for Mookie and the Dodgers. Just like that Boston team, LA won the World Series with the MVP on their roster. Instead of Mookie, though, it was Shohei who claimed the double, the 1-0. That's a laser base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. Betts, the lead runner, out at second. Freeman on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 2.
Now pitching for
back
the
now to
Dodgers.
start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 1 for 2.
Jeff McNeil.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside.
That's yeah.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here. Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. He's 2 for 2. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Luis Garcia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trevino, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
One down, base is empty. Now a pop-up on the infield. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Jared.
2 down, base is empty. Jared Young up now for the Mets.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Inside.
That's inside.
And that's ball 1. That one is
2 balls,
upstairs.
no strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side, takes it himself, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, and it remains 5-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Max Muncy.
13, Max Muncy.
Senga back to work. Just
Nope. Ball
missed.
1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Way high. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This splits between April and May there. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's two down.
The center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman digs in now. Out to short, Lindor. They get the force. That ends the frame. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the sixth inning, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. On the corner for a strike, 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Not even close there. And it's 2-1. In the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The third baseman, number 7.
So digging in, Brett Beatty.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1. Nope, outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. lifted in the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Corrals it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Now up to him,
Lindor.
Francisco Lindor. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
This one in the air, center field. Edman brings it in for the 3rd out.
Now pitching for
Taking
the New
over
York
on the mound
Mets,
for the Mets, Ryan
number
Stanek.
55.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take
Ron.
deep this season. You usually have to
Stanek.
string some hits together in order to get to him.
And at the plate for the
Leading off
Dodgers, Miguel
the second
Rojas.
baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently.
Now
It doesn't
batting,
matter
the
how many
designated
highlight
hitter,
reel plays you make if you
Shohei
can't execute the small
Ohtani.
stuff, just like we saw.
So now here's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett getting loose out there. Kranick also getting ready. That misses. And now it's even 1-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social
Now
media
batting,
later
the
on, but
shortstop,
it's still
rookie,
important to execute it to perfection.
Betts.
This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
2 outs, base is empty. Mookie Betts will hit next. Foul ball. Stanek, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. 2 down, nobody on. That
Nope.
one missed. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball.
Clearly, he was sitting
2
on a
strikes.
fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2-2 the count.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 2. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. McNeil gets under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So they make short work of him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Luis Garcia.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Now the number 2 hitter, Starling Marte.
The second baseman, Starling Marte.
Clips the corner, strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
The other way, and it goes just foul. Ground ball right side. Rojas tosses to first. Marte retired.
Now batting the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
And now the DH, Juan Soto.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Alonso, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Anthony Fonda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Soto stands at first with 1 out. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting left fielder.
And now Jeff McNeil. 1 for 3. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next
That's a ball.
offering is down low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's
2
a
balls,
ball.
2 strikes.
Two outs. And it remains 2-2. That one just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Up the middle. Betts up with it. Handles, throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Mets leave 1. They're still out in front, 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Max Kranick.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one's in there, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 down, base is empty. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch, and he just misses. That one pushed to the left and foul. There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Muncy into second. It's a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Lindor gets it to first, and that is the inning. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 2.
Now pitching for
Back
Los
now,
Angeles.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
58.
8th, Lou Trevino.
Lou
And we all know
Trevino.
about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the catcher comes up to hit.
The
Luis
catcher,
Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
Slider for a strike.
0-1.
That missed by a
1-1.
lot. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Rushing, gathers, throws to first, got him. One away on the strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just
the right
nasty.
fielder.
Looks like a fastball
Yeah.
thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Next to hit, Jared Young. And he lays down a bunt. And foul ball. That one the other way. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts.
You can do it, Matt.
2 down, nobody on. And that's fouled off. And that's
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. Now 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. Hard hit left side. Lindor on the first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Upstairs. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The other way, and foul ball. The Mets leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Just outside, and the count's full. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands. And
swing and a ball popped up. Marte. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.